welcome to Satisfactory City recap of stream day 33. My name is Nilaus, in case you didn't know. Alright, we are standing out here looking out at where my previous base had, this was the oil desert where there were 10 oil deposits, but alas, that is not the case. So where are we on the map? We are really far away. We have reached from the starting location down here all the way up to the northeastern corner of the map. I think the map, this is the end of the map, and I think it ends around here. So we're almost at the end of the map. So where am I? I'm standing on top of a radar tower for no apparent reason. Alright, so what do we have here? We have the first thing we do, and please don't kill myself here. We have a new deposit very far away from everything. Quartz to RCU, that's radio control units. And we decided to build a big base out here. I was scanning for quartz from the main base. And yeah, okay, so we saw 3 normals here. There are also 3 normals, I guess, up here or something. They don't scan because I only get the 3 closest. But what I also saw was I have that one, the quartz, that is tapped already. That goes into bauxite. I have another one close to uranium that is tapped as well. Goes into the oscillators. And then we have this one up here. That's also tapped, and that goes into the high-speed connectors. So if we wanted a different one, I wanted to tap a new deposit, which is this one, was the closest one. So we decided to build a outpost out here. This is of course still grid aligned, meaning that it's still part of the foundation link all the way back to the founding foundation block back in the dawn of civilization. So here we have it. We have 3 normal deposits with Mark II miners, each producing 300 quartz per minute. So that's 900 quartz per minute coming in here to a train with 2 wagons. Is it enough? I have no clue, but that's just the size of it. And this one can run automatically, but if I do that, then it starts breaking like basically halfway there. So we're gonna run it manual mode. And if you can't hear me over the sound of the train being awesome, well, so be it. Now this tour will start kind of the wrong way, because actually I designed it from out there in the mist, hitting in here, and when we got in, you can see how well it actually aligned. And I was so lucky that it actually just went straight into a new hard drive. So we tapped that hard drive, and that turned out to be the last hard drive we can get. No more hard drive research, and whoosh, we have a new zone coming in. This is a high-level zone. It's going to be very interesting. You can see there's a hard drive there, a crash pod. Very interesting. This, of course, this is a swamp. There's lots of crash drive, lots of oil, lots of probably weird monsters. So we're going to take a look at exploring that. Over there we have the red area you can kind of see. That's called the spider swamp. Lovely name for it. You can see there's also tons of slugs here and there. Here we have something where we last time did some exploration. Oh, thank you, autosave. Right there we did some exploration very far away from the base, and I didn't even think we were going to get close to it, but we did. Now our train line runs past it. So this area is called the spider swamp. Nasty. And we climb and we climb and climb, and in front of us we can see the radar tower we built last time. I absolutely love that idea of building radar towers once you're out exploring. And now we get the nice hill coming down over this green grasslands here. This out here, it looks like a very interesting place. Haven't been there much, and you can see this is where we explored before we had jetpacks, and we went out exploring to this area. I can't remember the name of it, but also has some oil over there that we can take. And then we're coming in a completely straight line, and you can see a beautiful pink, purple, yeah, whatever, tower in front of us. Also, let's just look at like random boxes left on top of things. But this trip takes about 2.5 minutes to drive back. I think that's a really nice little trip. Also there we have some exploration leftovers. I really like having the leftovers out there, just so you can see that there was a story behind it. Now I'll pretend to break, but I did not color the entire tower. Oh my god, I forgot. Clock. That is my face hit in the windscreen. Right, so what I want you to do, and what I expect you to spend a lot of time in the comment section commenting on, is how awesome it is that this tower is 10 tiles wide and not 9 tiles, because I'm gonna be honest here, I built it 9 tiles. Again, And then I started building all of these ramps up and down, and then I realized that it was 9 tiles, and then I was screwed. So I had to rebuild it. So I spent way too much time, don't even ask me, way too much time on rebuilding it to a 10 by 9 towers as it should be. It's like basically extending it from here to here, coloring, all that stuff, and I didn't get to do the last coloring apparently. So here we have lots and lots of quartz coming in. This quartz will be fed. The intention is that, and this is what we will be doing next time. So we actually spent an entire stream going out exploring and building this tower, some of the tower, going out there and laying the tracks, building out there, exploring, killing, and setting that location up. I think that's really nice. So what I do is I take the quartz up here. This will be our quartz processing location, because we're building radio. It doesn't go directly in here. That's radio control units. These have 2 recipes. We got the alternate recipe last time, and heatsink. Instead of those, we built that last time. That is in the tower you can see over that tall tower there. That one, the green, lime green-ish, and oh, it doesn't focus on the one we were looking at. Radio and supercomputers, we built that 2 times ago, and then we just got the quartz in here. So once we do that, we can build quite a lot of radio control units. Radio control units is the last ingredient we need in order to make turbo motor. I do have an alternate recipe for turbo motor that's waiting, but I need radio control units in order to unlock it. So once we build the radio control units, I'll bring the first ones over to unlock the last research for turbo motors. Alternate turbo motors, which will be a simpler recipe. I can't quite. Oh yeah, it's I think it's still heat sinks. It's radio control units, and then supercomputers. I think, can't remember. We could find out. So I want this to be quartz processing. Probably not going to be that big of a need. Whoa, that's a lot of nice berries. Lovely. And then from there, I'll bring the processed quartz down to below here, where we'll build what we need to build in terms of the radio control units. I expect to have 4 buildings of radio controllers. I might double them up and just have them process at double speed, because whatever, power is irrelevant at this point. So even if that takes 167 power, and that means we'll have 3 floors, the middle one for train, the top one for quartz crystal processing, and the lower one for the radio control units. Once that is done, we are going to just, oh yeah, kind of one of the other things was also unlocking all the recipes we had stored up. So we only have 1 recipe left. Let's go back and take a look at the recipe for and autosave again. At the last recipe we have to unlock, because we even unlocked the one where you have to carry uranium all the way into the base. Please don't kill me. Okay, thank you. So at this point we do not have any more reason to pick up hard drives, although I like picking up hard drives, but I'm a bit disappointed. They should add something like for everyone beyond that you could get 5 inventory space or something like that, or some other cool things once you complete it. Alright, last alternate turbo motor. Yeah, and I can't even see it. I can't even see the recipe now. And okay, so yeah, that sucks. Okay, so I couldn't even show you that. Well, the alternate turbo motor is, you gotta trust me, it's different. Different. I don't know why, but how it's different. Alright, and we can now look at the tower, which almost looks awesome with the exception of just the last paint job that is missing. I guess we ran out of paint. So I'll just top that off, and then we are ready to go. So aside from commenting and complimenting the fact that it is a 10 by 9 tower as it should be, then I would also like to get ideas about what are we going to do once we build turbo motors, because then we have a tower for each item, with some exceptions like beacons and filters, that kind of thing. We don't have dedicated towers for that, and I don't really feel like that. But we have towers for everything aside from this, and I probably gonna place that here. So we are going to look for the next big project. Now that trains are fixed, it's gonna be something with trains, but I'm very open to more and awesome ideas. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up this episode. Thank you very much for joining. Remember, I am streaming Satisfactory 3 times a week on Twitch, so be sure to check that out if it is at all possible with your schedule. Also remember that this is the recap, but the VODs are still available. They are available if you look at the description. There's a link to my secondary channel. I'm putting them on my secondary channel in order not to clutter my primary channel with stream VODs. That's the reason. Anyway, if you like it, hit the like button, hit the comment section, compliment the fact that it's a 10x9 tower, and then I'll see you guys in the next stream, or maybe in the recap. Thanks for joining. Until next time, stay effective.